It's a beautiful December 29th. It's a nice day to be outside, so I thought I'd come out, hang out. It's overcast, a little dreary, but I kind of like it like that. Most gives it a London feel. This is the Orange County Museum of Art. We're at the probably the signature component of this this architecture. It's this huge open plaza. I mean, look at it; it's gorgeous. They have private events here. I remember when the museum opened, it was a 24-hour opening, so literally the place was open for 24 hours. And that's let's see if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in. Maybe I can. Here we go. Yeah, I live right there. So a bit loud. Don't you know? Real loud, actually. But it's a really nice part of town, if you ask me. The museum, it's nice. I've checked out a lot of the art, not all of it. I'm really interested in the architecture. So, but there's a piece of art that I want to show you that caught my eye earlier today. Let's check it out. So I'm here at the Orange County Museum of Art, and as I was making my rounds, I came around to this part of the gallery in the lower level, and I was struck by a human-sized piece of art. You can see them standing there, right there. I'm loving watching people's reactions to the art too. It's pretty interesting. I love it. Simply love it. People are just coming and posing. So as you can see, it's basically a full, I'll call it life-size sculpture. It's created by a guy named Rashid Newsom, and it's I'll call it androgynous. Maybe that's not the right word, but the idea is certainly that it's transgender or transhuman, even we can call it, as part of its body is actually not made of human skin, apparently. As you can see, the idea is that it's kind of a queer culture exploration. Particularly people of African descent.
Yep, pretty much.
And you'll notice that some of the intricacies on the fingertips are very interesting. But what I learned about it is that it's actually a 3D rendering of. Sorry about that. Sorry. It's actually a 3D rendering of another collage that this man put together, and he pulled it out for some reason, and I guess brought it out of his own artwork and into a more three-dimensional world. But what you notice is when you go behind it is that, first of all, there is there's the male side of the character. I don't know why I'm thinking of that as the male side, but at least of the head. It's kind of like a Janus-headed figure, because it's got, just like the Roman god Janus, it's got a face in the back, it's got a face in the front. Characteristically, I hate to say it, but stereotypically is probably the better way to put it. Big lips, gold teeth, trying to perhaps appeal to the racist view of what African American people look like. But what I found most interesting is what exactly it is that this person, if you will, is looking at. What he's looking at, folks, is another collage by the same artist, a guy named, again, Rashid Newsom. So you can see he's pulled a piece of his art out from another collage, placed it in this gallery, and his work of art that's becoming more and more a reality per se is actually viewing another piece of art created by Rashid Nuzum just this year, in fact, called PUNKS. So what's striking to me right off the bat here is that the frame is quite obviously part of the artwork itself. It looks like it's a multi-dimensional custom built frame. You can see it's got a little bit of glitter built into it. Very intricate, very modern. And so it's basically kind of like a cubist thing. It looks like it's almost like an assemblage, almost a collage that's put together, indicating what appear to be as cisgendered women, but who knows? They're definitely futuristic in style, very solar punk. They seem happy. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. Quite a bit of reliquary going on. What I was really drawn to, though, is this larger figure and how it has some what appear to be etchings into its bodice. Etchings that, well, actually, in a very real way, remind me of Hermetic symbology or Egyptian symbology or alchemical symbology, or even Christian symbology, right? That's what the original cross looked like. You can see some interesting etchings, and the etchings again seem to be in a very real way. I don't know, I'll say perhaps making it appear as if though they are spiritual beings as well, even though they look like robots. And again, like I said, there's definitely a lot of cubism going on here. At least that's the sense that I get. Layers on layers too, and you can see multiple kinds of images are being used, and fragments too, fabrics even. Oh, very nice. Really interesting work. Rashid Nuzum.